You look tired, Connie.
Oh, couldn't get off last night. Even had Dick throw a brick at my head to stun me, but...
Have you tried jamming your head in the tumble dryer and switching on? No. It worked for me. Then, of course, the body gets accustomed.
It's like deodorants. I mean, they work for a certain amount of time and then, bang, people are backing away with handbags over the noses.
You're not ponging too badly at the minute, Connie.
I've had my armpit stripped. Peel-off paste. Quite simple to apply, though it has marked my cork flooring.
Oh, do you have cork? We have tufted shag.
Well, we have to be able to mop, you see, with Dad's habits.
Dicky Bladder.
No, we call him Dad. You see, he can trot to the boggatry neat as you please if he's not engrossed. But if it's Mavis Nicholson or the cooking cannon, he just won't budge. And there you are, with it all over your adjustable seating.
Well, can't you put him in a home?
Well, we could, but I'm using his head for a flower arrangement.
Is that an evening class?
Yes, I put down for jiu-jitsu, but I came out of the wrong lift.
What's in your sandwiches?
Soap powder. It's these drugs I'm on. It's quite nice, really. What's in yours?
Coconut matting. I'm doing the high fibre.
Did you watch the news last night?
Oh, the 9 o'clock. Ooh.
Nasty blouse.
We stayed up for news at 10. 3 bangles and a polo neck, thank you.
Oh, no! Her ears are in the wrong place for a polo neck.
You need to be Princess Di, really.
Well, they've the length of bone, haven't they, the royalty?
But the Queen's not got long bones.
Oh, well, she spent all that time stood about with natives waving their doodahs at her. Our next door's had sex again last night.
Not again.
I mean, I like a joke, but that's twice this month. I could not think what the noise was. I thought our central heating had come on a month earlier. Then I heard someone shout, "Oh, don't bother, Ken, I'll do it myself." So, so I thought, well, it can't be the central heating. Have you got gas?
No, methane. I thought, well, I'm on the high fibre.
Does it work your cooker as well?
Though a leg of pork takes 7 days to cook through.
Can't keep it down, pork. Ever since a Jehovah's Witness told me about their mating habits.
What, pigs? What do they do?
Oh, they enjoy it.
They don't.
Oh, they do. Now, are you still having pork and pickle fancies for Shona's wedding?
No, I'm not. Family planning, can I help you?
Well, I thought, why me sort of thing. I mean, I'm not really Charlton Heston sort of material. Apart from one of my thumbs being double-jointed, I'm really a fairly ordinary man.
Jim is 32. He lives in an East Lancashire village with his mother, his sister and his brother. He is engaged to Pat and has his own telephone deodorising business.
Morning, Mother. Morning, our Heather. Morning, our Phil. Bowls all round, is it?
Are they to have porridge?
Beg pardon, Mother?
These film people you brought in, are they to have porridge?
I don't know. Would you like some porridge?
I've got enough to do getting a nice crease in your overalls without extra catering.
I'll do me own overalls.
And Philip, has he to be filmed as well?
Well, they're coming out with us, yes.
So, Philip's to have a crease also.
What's up, our Heather?
What's in shreddies?
What didn't I say?
What did I like?
It's unexpectedly interesting, actually, running a telephone deodorising service, because we do think of ourselves as a service. It's not just a job. We generally make 8 or 10 calls of a morning, then we take half an hour for lunch, and we're pretty ready for it, I can tell you. We generally patronise the Elbow Cafe in Abattoir Road. We get a very good class of lunch there, very acceptable. We used to go to the Hairnet restaurant in Pork Street, but well, let's just say we weren't too happy about the consistency of the custard. Let's just leave it there.
Morning, Phil. What have you done at this weather?
Is that Phil?
Don't blame me. I've no to do with the duffing weather.
Language. What's hot, Marion?
Faggots in rum sauce, which is quite nice. Liver au poivre, sweet and sour haddock or mixed grill.
Oh, mixed grill, please, Marion.
Any veg?
Mashed sweet, I think, please.
Phil?
I'll have mixed grill too, please, with chips and mashed potato.
2 grills, 1 swede, 1 mash, 1 chips, Harold. Cocoa while you're waiting.
Jim has been engaged to Pat for 16 years. Pat is determined to have a house and completely furnish it before she gets married. But in the present economic climate, that day seems ever further away.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice, is that?
Oh, that's nice.
That's very nice.
Now, that is nice.
Yes, it is nice, that, you're right.
What are you choosing now, you two?
Looking at pans.
Oh, they're nicer, those, aren't they? And what's to do about this date?
What?
A date has to be fixed, and it's got to be fixed now. This engagement has been going on for far too long. And did we not invite our Dawn's Tristram to be a page boy? And did we not buy him the kilt, a pair of buckle shoes and a dicky bow?
So what?
Well, he's 22 now, they're only fitting. Apart from the fact he's never out of strange ways.
Can I get married, Mum? I haven't got a draft excluder.
You haven't got any drafts.
Everybody else has. I'm not going to be the only one in Viaduct Avenue with no drafts.
We haven't heard much from you, James, on this. What do you think on all this?
Well, it's up to Pat. It's a woman's job arranging wedding arrangements.
And do you want children? Or am I left with a pantry full of booties for no reason?
Well, we think we do, don't we, Pat?
Well, she's knocking on. She's no spring chicken. And a woman's private bits and pieces don't last forever. I should know. Because when I had my tube stilted, the doctor said to me...
Duffin, shut up, ma'am.
Showing off for the film.
I found Jesus in 1969 while out camping. I like to do evangelical work wherever possible, telephone deodorising business permitting. Hello, would you like to be friends with Jesus at all?
Not really, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is this your boot car, Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it is.
How can you read this, eh?
What?
Trudy comes from Alsace-Lorraine and enjoys nothing better than skiing and mountaineering. Looks like it.
I don't read those bits.
Well, what do you read? There's nothing else in it as far as I can see.
Shut up, it's against the clock, this.
Well, that should have fixed it out, Heather. Don't go washing dog with it again.
No, I won't talk.
Oh, I'm off to bed. Good night, Mother. I don't know what the neighbours will think when they see this film, but I've very much enjoyed making it and showing you a few days in the life of what I consider to be a very ordinary person indeed. Will it actually be on, like, on proper television?
We'll have more needlework hints next week when Philippa will be showing us how to stitch up the mouth of a talkative friend or relative. And now, as usual on Fridays, it's over to Marjorie to see what sort of week she's been having. Hello, Marjorie. What sort of week have you been having?
Well, hello, Joan. I've been having a very hectic time. On Monday, my husband and I tiled the bathroom. More of that later. And on Tuesday, we filed for divorce.
So do you think you might follow the trend, Marjorie, of the rather worn-out, middle-aged woman shacking up with the much younger man?
Well, it's certainly worth looking into, Joan. One of the things I do like about younger men is that they tend not to wear pyjamas.
By pyjamas, you mean nightwear generally?
Yes, and striped garments in particular.
Yes, because I know from our postbag, Marjorie, a lot of our viewers find folding pyjamas quite an arduous task.
That's right, Joan, often leading to lower back pain, depression, dependence on tranquilizing drugs, and sadly, alas, to suicide.
God. But you've also been looking at double glazing, haven't you, Marjorie?
Cheap double glazing, Joan.
With the emphasis on the cheap rather than the glazing.
Absolutely.
So in effect, we don't have to spend £3,000 or £4,000 or £5,000 keeping our homes draft-free.
No. So
how do we go about it?
I'm sorry, could you just move away? Your breath smells. Now, a new report just out reports that most of the heat loss lost from rooms actually escapes through the glass. That is, the see-through part of the window. Now, double glazing can cover up the glass, but it can't take it away. Now, a new firm has come up with a revolutionary and much cheaper idea of taking the glass away and bricking up the spaces where the windows used to be. And hey presto, no glass, no drafts, no heat loss.
No light.
No, I suppose not, Joan.
I suppose you prefer to be in the dark, will you, if you're planning to sleep with lots of younger men?
Well, or I may just blindfold them in the lobby. I'm fairly loose either way.
Sisters, I'm troubled and I wear a frown. My burdens are heavy, they weigh me down. Let me tell you, shall I tell you what is wrong? Sisters, I'm weary and my heart is sore. I just can't find what I am looking for. Though I've been shopping, really shopping all day long. Oh, so I say please, I'm on my knees. Please won't you join in my song? I'm heartsick, I'm sobbing, my bunions won't stop throbbing, 'cause I've been shopping, really shopping all day long.
Oh, sisters, listen, I feel I have to speak. I bought a salt and pepper set the other week in Wedgwood, China. For my lounge diner, £9 I paid.
That's very reasonable. Fairly reasonable.
I took it home and I got 7 shots when I saw the label on that box, not made in Britain. No, it was not British made. So I said, hey, I will not pay for nothing coming from Hong Kong.
No, sir.
I said, you blew it, now do it. Take back that shoddy Pruitt so I can keep shopping all day long.
Oh, sisters, let me tell you, I was in a mess. Looking for an inexpensive cocktail dress. It isn't easy, but Lord knows you have to try.
Fairly awfully difficult, you know. I agree with you.
Found one in polyester, not too dear. But the changing rooms have altered since I was here. It's all communal, like a nude tribunal that makes you cry. Yes, cry. But I said no, I will not go. Stood in the middle of that staring throng. What did I feel? I felt pudgy, I felt pimply, I felt my bottom was all dimply, but I won't stop shopping. I'll keep shopping all day long.
I'll tell you, sisters, and I'll tell you true. You can't get uplift bras in turquoise blue. Ain't it a shame? A crying shame, that's what I say.
It's really awfully upsetting, actually.
Well, now I have walked the length and breadth of every floor, and there isn't one beige candlewick pedestal mat in this whole darn store. And I've been looking, really looking all darn day. So I say, why
when there's a cheap and handy store near you. Famous names at low, low prices, like...
Harbin's jam. Really quite nice jam. Jam that goes right to the top of the jar. It's red.
Or why not try...
Finsbury's digestives. They come in a packet and fit most teacups or coffee mugs. Or if they're too big, just snap them in two. Finsbury's digestive biscuits. As I say, they really do come in a packet.
And you won't be able to resist...
Jones's crisps. They come in different coloured bags and sometimes they aren't soggy. The bags are quite easy to open, so there shouldn't be any problem about that. Jones's potato crisps. What? Jones's crisps. What's in them then?
By God. If her bum were a bungalow, she'd never get a mortgage on it.
She's let it drop.
I'll say. Never mind knickers, she needs a safety net.
She wants to do that Jane Fonda.
That what?
That exercise thing, Nimobics.
What's that?
Our next door does it. We can hear it through grate. You have to clench those buttocks.
Do you? She'll never get hers clenched. It'll take two big lads and a wheelbarrow. Who's she clenching them for, anyway?
Oh, next door? Oh, she's remarried again. He's black with an Austin Maestro.
Oh. She's someone to notice, then. Our Jack wouldn't. I tell you this, Liberace could come through in a long-line bra and our Jack wouldn't twig on. First night of our honeymoon, I were lying in bed. He were making a hutch.
What for?
Bugger only knows. Only bloody animal we've got's him. Filthy. I'm taking his trust down to Antiques Roadshow. You were separated, aren't you?
Well, he's living in loft. He's got the Lilo and the slow cooker we don't speak.
Now, that's the blue of our Margaret shower curtain there.
Where?
Them varicose veins there. Our Margaret's coming off cap. She says it's dangerous.
No, it's the pill.
Is it? Better pop her a note through.
Can you not phone?
No, doctor says I haven't to dial.
Is that scar on Mrs. Critchley, appendix?
No, that's where she's nodded off on her Dick Francis.
That's her front flower shop, isn't it? Her with yellow flip-flops on.
Them are her feet, you trade.
Ooh, isn't she bony?
Well, I'm not rubbing her down. Be like massaging a xylophone. Oh, no, that's another drop dead in cold plunge. The water's too cold. It's getting embarrassing. Men coming round to collect their wives and you're saying, I'm sorry she's dead, but here's her teeth in a jiffy bag.
We're ready for a rub-down.
All right. Where's Lufa?
Dog's had it.
Oh, well, this'll do. You bring Vim.
Hello. Well, it's time for all you mums out there to make a cup of tea and enjoy a well-earned rest, while our younger viewers sit back and watch Playbox. And I see here that this week, Miffy and Biffy visit a supermarket, Jane and her granny find out how donuts are made, and Martin and Kathy sing another song about little fatty pig nose. You may also like to know that Patricia Mills, who produces Playbox, is a hopeless alcoholic with a string of broken relationships, or perhaps you prefer not to dwell on her pathetic and unhappy existence as we watch Playbox.
Hello. Would you like to know what I'm doing? I'm wiggling my fingers. I'm wiggling them with this hand. Now, I'm wiggling them with this hand. Now, a jolly big wiggle with them both together. Phew, I'm a bit tired now, aren't you? Oh, look, it's Martin. Hello, Martin.
Hello, Kathy. Hello. What have you been doing? Something nice?
Shall I tell him? All right, then. We've been wiggling our fingers. First, we wiggled this hand. Then, this hand. Then, we wiggled them both together.
That does look like fun. Can I have it?
Let him.
Oh, please let me wiggle my fingers.
All right, then. We'll all wiggle our fingers. Come on, lift it together. And if anybody asks us why we're wiggling our fingers, we'll tell them. It doesn't cost anything, we don't have to rehearse it, and it's only for children, so we can get away with any old rubbish. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dear Puzzled of Essex, no, this is not normal behaviour.
Well, we seem to have located the fault, so now back to As Seen on TV.
Carl, when we get married, where will we live?
Well, we're living in my mum's sideboard, aren't we?
Yeah, but after that, shall we have a house?
Nah, penthouse flat.
What's that?
It's got fur rugs, hasn't it?
What colour?
Well, it depends, doesn't it? If it's off an animal, it'll be animal-coloured, won't it? Oh, there's orange.
Where is it?
What?
This flat.
Well, they're all in London, aren't they? And there's 2 in the Isle of Man.
Is that the same as France?
France is abroad, isn't it? They have different bread and all sorts.
Different all sorts? You mean not licorice?
Anyway, they're on roof.
What?
Penthouse flats.
Well, I'm not living on a roof. My knitting will roll into guttering.
Who's been telling you about guttering?
You did. When we were saying goodnight last night and we snuggled up, and you said you had something to tell me. You told me about guttering.
Yeah, well, I won't always be that romantic.
OK, Carl.
Good evening. My name's Kitty. I could have married, I've given gallons of blood, and I can't stomach whelks, so that's me for you. I don't know why I've been asked to interrupt your televiewing like this, but I'm apparently something of a celebrity since I walked the Pennine Way in slingbacks in an attempt to publicise mental health. They've asked me to talk about aspects of life in general. Nuclear war, peg bags. I wasn't going to come today, actually. I'm not a fan of the modern railway system. Well, wouldn't you object to paying £27.50 to walk the length and breadth of a train with a sausage in a plastic box? Anyway, they offered me a chopper from Cheadle, so here I am. I'm going to start with the body. You see, I don't mince words. Time and again, I'm poked in the street by complete acquaintances. Kitty, they say to me, how do you keep so young? Do you perhaps inject yourself with a solution deriving from the placenta of the female gibbon? Well, no, I say I don't, as a matter of fact. I'm blessed with a robust constitution. My father's mother ran her own abattoir. And I've only had the need of hospitalisation once. That's when I was concussed by an electric potato peeler at the Ideal Home accident. No, the secret of my youthful appearance is simply mashed Swede. As a face mask, as a nightcap, and in an emergency as a draft excluder. I do have to be careful about my health because I've got a grumbling ovary that once flared up in the middle of the gondoliers. My 3 rules for a long life are regular exercise, hobbies, and a complete avoidance of midget gems. I'm not one for dance classes. I feel that if God had wanted us to wear leotards, he would have painted us purple. Anyway, I can't stop chatting here, much as I'd like to. My maisonette backs onto a cake factory, so I'm dusting my knickknacks all the day long. And I shall wait to see myself before I do any more. Fortunately, I've just had my TV mended. Well, I say mended. A shifty-looking youth in plimsolls came and waggled me aerial and wolfed me gypsy creams, but that's the comprehensive system for you. Anyway, I'm must go. I'm having tea with the boys in flat 5. They're a lovely couple of young men. And what they don't know about Mikhail Baryshnikov's nobody's business. So I'd better wrap up this little gift I've got them. It's a gravy boat in the shape of Tony Hancock. They'll be thrilled. Now, who had hold of me showerproof? I shall be cross if it's missing, because it's a lovely tangerine poplin, and I doubt I shall find another. There's a mauve pedestal mat of mine, too.
To do, swim the channel and meet Bonnie Tyler. And I'd like to have been in Annie, but I don't think it's on anymore.
Chrissy is 12. She's a champion long-distance swimmer. In 3 weeks' time, if the tides and the weather are right, Chrissy plans to swim the channel.
I've always been big. When I was born, I never went in a cot, went straight in a bunk. I got sent home from the infants for breaking the toilets. So I'm sitting on them. So I just always have been big.
Can you clean that off in a minute, darling, please?
I keep thinking this is John Travolta's ears and it's his fingers.
Goodness.
White bread?
White, please.
That's it, Chrissy. The date's fixed.
Is it?
Yep. 3 weeks from tomorrow.
Crikey.
That's good news, isn't it, darling?
A bit frightening.
Oh, you'll walk it, big girl like you.
I get a bit wet if I try and walk it. My catch is Mrs. Hennigan. I don't know where Mr. Hennigan's got to. She's good, because when you get really tired and want to stop, she keeps you going. Sometimes it's cold or I'm not in the mood and she's shouting at me. I think, shut up, you noisy old bag. I don't say it. I'm just thinking it. Not dead.
Well, it's the night before your daughter swims the channel. Any misgivings?
I don't think so. Have we, Cliff?
No. No, she's as strong as an ox.
You'll be in the backup boat, presumably.
Well, no, actually, Joan and I are popping down to London for the day. You know, sort of day out shopping. We'll probably take in a show.
We hear Cats is very good. Or any of the Andrew Lloyd Webber things, really, would be nice.
Then will it just be Mrs. Hennigan with Chrissy?
I don't know if Mrs. Hennigan is going, is she?
Oh, I don't know, darling.
This is Miranda. And this is Samantha. And this is my bear, Mr. Teddy. I'll probably take him to bed with me tonight. I don't usually, but tonight I might. And these are my cups, trophies.
Are you worried about tomorrow?
Well, I am in a way because I've never swum such a long way and some of it's in the dark and I don't really like the dark. And if I do get to French coast, I don't talk French very well. So I don't do French, I do woodwork. But I know a few bits, bonjour and aujourd'hui.
Do you think you'll make it?
I don't know. I'll do double prayers tonight anyway.
There's a problem. There's no support vessel, no officials, nobody. Chris is entirely alone. Are you still going to go, Chrissy?
Yeah, I think so. I might as well. It's Fred Marie's at Kidderminster today, so I haven't got anybody to play with anyway.
What about food and drink?
Well, I've got a sandwich box, so I think they'll stay dry. And I've got some little milkshakes in cartons. I think they'll be all right. And, see, I could put my duffel bag round my neck, like this.
But what about finding the French coast?
I think I'll find it all right, thank you. I came fourth in geography, 82%. What time is it?
7:55.
5 to 8. Off I go then.
That was 8 days ago, and Chrissy hasn't yet reached land. No one seems to know where she is.
Oh, I'm sure she'll turn up eventually. Slow but sure, that's our Chrissy.
Yeah, she's probably just swimming about looking for a nice beach. The ice creams and donkeys, you know how kids are.
Well, what do your other children think about it all?
Oh, I'd forgotten we had any other children.
Oh, I don't know where they are.
We'd like to apologise to viewers in the north. It must be awful for them.
Argus. I believe your husband's just died and he was quite famous or something.
Yes?
Well, we thought we'd do a little piece on him, just a few inches.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's just that there weren't many jumble sales this week and we're a bit strapped.
Come in, I'm afraid I haven't done much tidying.
Oh, it's a good excuse of death, isn't it, to bunk off the housework? Somebody dropped dead in my house, I'd be quite pleased.
Would you like a drink?
Well, depends on what he died of. If it was anything catching, I won't bother to.
It was his heart. It was very sudden. Biscuit?
Oh, no, I tried my bikini on last night and nearly had a heart attack. Is this him? He looks quite sick on this, actually. He looks a dead nice bloke, though. And, he did what, actually? Drop dead?
Collapsed in front of the television.
Oh, what channel?
ITV, I think it was a carry-on film.
Oh, I love them. Didn't tape it, did you? But, did it topple grotesquely from the chair or anything?
No, he just slumped sideways. You can see he spilled his coffee.
Oh, yes, left a nasty stain. Bet you could have killed him when you saw that. And, he wrote, what was it, books?
Yes, thrillers, the Captain backstories.
They're full of glamorous women, aren't they?
That's right.
Well, who did he draw them from, then? Did he sleep around a lot? Because if he did, it's no wonder he dropped dead, really. Oh, yes, Butch, in here. This is our photographer. This is the grieving widow, Butch. Husband popped off while watching Carry On film.
Great, love. Is he here? Can we prop him up somewhere? Not to worry. Have you got a bikini, love? Thigh boots, hot pants?
No.
Does this wall come down?
He did spill his coffee in the throes of death, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that might do. Hang on. That's his show. You can just hold this with one hand, love, and sort of point to the stain. Do me a face, love, a bit sort of disgusted, a little bit rueful, like, how the heck am I going to get this stain out kind of thing. Great, love. That's very good. Now, if you can just hop up on the telly for me. You'll have to crouch down a bit for me, love. There we go. That's very good. Now, can you just cup your chin? Sort of, me husband's popped his clogs, but life goes on kind of thing. Can you do that for me? Great. Can you stop crying, love? I'm getting a bounce off.
Hey, we could call it that, Butch. Carry on crying.
Great. Thanks very much, love. Fabulous. If you want any prints, just pop in the office.
Oh, no, stop! Don't take any more, Butch! Quickly!
Oh, that's smashing,
Yeah.
love. Now, just turn the bottle round to me so I can read the label. Lovely. Hold me a pill up, love. Great.
12 classic doorbells brought to you on one album. Remember this? And this? And what about the classic? And who could ever forget? If you've ever had a door, you'll love doorbells. Remember, this album is not available in the shops. In fact, it's not available. We just made it up for a laugh.
Hello, there's a pair of shoes in the window.
Yes, that's right. We do that because it's a shoe shop.
They're a black lace-up, $15.99.
Are they?
Yes. Can I try them on?
On your feet?
Yes.
All right. Why not?
No, sorry. The black ones. They're a flat lace-up.
Beg pardon?
Well, those aren't flat.
Flatter now?
Yes, but they're red.
Yes, they are quite red, aren't they?
Well, I want a black pair.
I know. I can never get what I want when I go shopping.
They're in the window.
Are they? We think we've got hens in the skirting board. We found droppings by the pop socks. Well, I think they're droppings. droppings. Mrs. Brinsley says they're Janine's licorice all sorts because she won't eat the black ones. What is it you wanted?
Well, I want the black ones.
No, they've been swept up. You don't think someone might come in asking for hen droppings in a shoe shop?
Can I try on the black lace-ups in the window?
Well, you can, but everyone in the street will be able to see you.
Can you bring them in my size and I'll try them on here?
Oh, all right, we're not busy.
I'm 5.5.
You're very tall. Do you take vitamins?
My shoe size is 5.5. Do you have the black shoes in that size?
Yes, we might have.
Well, can you go in the stock room?
Yes, I can go anywhere here. Toilets, backyard, they're very free and easy. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten. Are these the ones?
Yes.
Yes, I don't like them.
What?
Well, I know this woman, she had a pair. She got knocked down by an industrial tribunal.
They're a bit tight.
Janine, can I borrow your shoehorn, please? Thank you. That's better. What is it you were saying?
I was saying they're too small.
Oh, you're like me, broad-footed. And are you Taurus and can't stick cabbage?
No.
Well, you're not like me, then. Okay. I'm sorry, but I think you ought to go. They don't like me sitting down talking during shop hours.
Well, can't I try these in a bigger size?
No! I'm in enough trouble as it is. I mean, you come in here asking for hen droppings. You want to get changed in the window? This is a shoe shop, not a soft porn video merchant's. And I should know because my husband runs one. Well, he's not my husband, but he rubbed up against me in a sports jacket, so he's as good as. It's no good. No good offering me used notes and trips to Bermuda because I've got a very rare skin disease. I can't go in the sun without a woman's realm on my head. So you can stuff it! Because I know my rights. I voted Conservative. The chappie never got in because a lot of people round here had to stay in and watch television that night. I never wanted free milk anyway. I'm very, very allergic. My family. The Sauls run in my family.
Wrong size.
Yes. She was like me. Broad-footed.
Well, we just have a little time between programmes, so I'll tell you about tomorrow night's play, which, according to this, is a searing examination of a modern marriage of convenience. They don't say whether it's entertaining or not. I must say for myself, I can't stand anything where people are sarcastic or where the men wear dressing gowns. We seemed to have quite a rash of these dressing gown plays a few years ago. I think if they're going to start up again, somebody should perhaps contact the people responsible and give them a little bit of a serious warning, perhaps with an ice pick or tongs. The way you purchase tongs these days, I don't know. Anyway, tomorrow's play is Fitted Kitchen, Ill-Fitting Relationships, and it stars someone I don't like, I'm afraid. Oh, well. In this scene, Paul and Jane are preparing Sunday lunch.
What are you burning?
What? Oh, the bonfire. I'm burning the television.
So that's what the explosion was.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was my life cracking open.
Sorry. Why are you laughing?
Just remembered something in the Beano.
Did I hurt you last night? When I threw the wardrobe at you?
Yes. My nail varnish may have to be taken off.
God, I'm sorry.
It's funny.
What?
That joke in the Beano. I used to be so much in awe of you, Paul. But now, you're really rather feeble, aren't you?
No. No, Jane, I'm not.
No. Who am I thinking of, then?
I can remember when pants were pants. You wore them for 20 years, then you cut them down for pant scrubs. Oh, quilts. We used to make lovely quilts out of Celanese bloomers. Every gusset a memory. Not bras, though. They won't lie flat, you see. We didn't wear bras till after the war round here. We stayed in and polished the lino. We weren't having hysterectomies every 2 minutes either, like the girls these days. If something went wrong down below, you kept your gob shut and turned up the wireless. And we never got woken with the teas made. We were knocked up every morning by a man with a 6-foot pole. Of course, it wasn't all fun. With no showers, we used to club together and send the dirtiest one to the slipper baths. We might have been mucky, but we had clean slippers. Ooh, and it was all clogs. Clogs on cobbles. You could hardly hear yourself coughing up blood. Ooh, and for years we used to make our own rugs. We used to stitch mice onto pieces of sacking. But I'll never forget the coronation, 1953. We all crammed into the one little front room and stared at this tiny grey picture. Someone had cut it out of the paper, nobody got television till the year after. I think we were more neighbourly, you know, like if anybody was ill in bed, the whole street would let themselves in and ransack the parlour. I mean, did all this keep fit? We got our exercise lowering coffins out of upstairs windows. In fact, if people were very heavy, we used to ask them to die downstairs. But it wasn't all gloom. My brother went to Spain, which was very unusual in those days. Mind you, that was the Civil War and he got shot for trying to paddle. But we had community spirit in our street, right to the end. The day they demolished our street, it was like the war all over again. Dead bodies, hands sticking out of the rubble. I think the council should have let us know. That's me done, best be off. I've got a bit of cellular blanket for my supper. I don't want it to spoil.
Excuse me, sir, I'd like to test. Excuse me, sir, I'd like to test.
Oh! What is that?
It's an anti-mugging spray, sir. 5 pence and 7 pence.
I'd like a brown brief set, please.
Yes, sir. What size? Is it for yourself, sir?
Yes. I'm a transvestite, actually.
And have you got a film crew with you?
No.
Oh, get lost, you filthy pervert.